Going to give this time to the tailback. And
essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
off the play fake, Lawrence. He goes full extension, and he's got it. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. That's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go. What? 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
16's coming. Check Mike.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. In for the score. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Point after, right down the middle. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers making their way out. It's sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony. But, boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball. Different guys want attention. And then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. Now, I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. But I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season. And if so, they could be back to being known as Blitzburg.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ohio! Let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point safely through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all the optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of a team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them.
There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 59 yards for him on the ground. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns have moved out in front. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Powering his way forward. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Heck of a move.
Man.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Lawrence. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Steps away to his left. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 46 yards.
I know they have good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They were looking for Marshall that time. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Just keeping the play alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Flex round! Flex round!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on? And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. It was. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Going for a right side here. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And they'll run it here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ohio! Ohio!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Leopard! 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 Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the foot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And it's a fumble. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the Browns getting set to go. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gone!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. He hit his first, this one from 38. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American